We have the privilege to have Nasim here, and she will share with us what was the process for her to make such a big decision and follow two kind of like opposite paths, but that they can complement each other.
I think for me, it was from the very beginning, probably in like early years of high school, I had a very strong conviction that I really wanted to do everything. I didn't want to have to choose between the things that interest me. So I think when I made that commitment, I think it's like any life decision, right? You need to kind of look over what your values are, what values you want to pursue, and what sacrifices you're going to make in the name of those values. And I think for me, it's always been that.
I have a question. When we don't want to give up to all the things that we want to do, it's kind of like a struggle also, because there is so much time that we can use and so much physical or mental energy that we can have. So how do you manage that?
Well, for me, it's a long journey of trying to become more organized, be careful on what I spend my time on, but also not being afraid to be extremely busy sometimes. So that's a big decision that comes like if you're going to double major. No one's perfect. I think over time you kind of build your capacity a little bit more to slowly get to where you would like to be and build that life for yourself. Yeah, I mean, this is my personal experience. I definitely think that there will be writers and engineers who will disagree. But I definitely felt that going only into writing is my passion. Writing is something that I do for fun, I really enjoy. But I also saw that only going into writing as like my main source of income would be something that would be stressful for me. It would start to feel, like a chore instead of something that I found joy in. And so I wanted to be able to supplement that maybe with some other type of experience and of course, maybe a bit of more stable income. And so I went to chemical engineering, which I also feel like I'm somewhat good at. I feel very comfortable with it. Going into chemical engineering was a good way to, contribute to a growing industry, to make my mark, to try and improve people's lives with the products that or services that we're providing. And I think within even just, looking for a job in engineering, it was really interesting to see how people got so excited when I would tell them I'm a writer. They were very interested because in, engineering or STEM industries in general, you receive a very thorough education on, the scientific approach, skills like, just logic, design, math, implementing processes and in that way. But communicating what you have done. If you can't communicate it with, the marketing team, the legal team, even just the operators, everyone has an education in a completely different area. So how are you going to provide that information to others? And I think that's what makes people who are in STEM, but also have writing background extremely, extremely useful to the industry. And at the same time, in the writing industry, I've gotten more opportunities because people know that I have that technical background.
Nasim, what will be your message to close this chapter today?
I think I would say that it's really important to look for opportunities. Like I said, not everyone is in a position where it's easy for you to, study something new or study a second major. But in any environment you're in, there's always opportunities to develop a craft. Now we have the internet. You can go on and find different communities that are into what you're doing.
Well, thank you so much, Nasim, for sharing your experience and all those ideas about how to approach and why it's so valuable to have, to not to give up to the things that we enjoy, and also complementing when they look so opposite in the exterior. And if you like the topics that we share here, don't forget to hit subscribe. Nasim, I wish you the best of the best in everything you do.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
See you next time. Bye-bye.